Hi, thanks for joining me. It's great to see you. I am going to focus today's video on how to turn your mobile phone into the best video camera it can be. Our phones can do amazing things, but we don't want them doing all of those things while we're trying to film. So I've got 3 great tips for you to turn your phone into the best video camera possible. So tip number 1 is turn on airplane mode. Now this might seem very simple, but it's going to stop all those pings and notifications interrupting your filming. So not only will it distract and show up on your screen while you're filming, so it will block your view, you won't be able to see your image properly, it will also interrupt your audio because all those little pings and bells will also be recorded onto your audio, which might be critical if you're filming something like an interview. So make sure you turn on airplane mode for that reason, but also it's going to help you film for longer because airplane mode will mean that your phone isn't worried about processing other stuff in the background. It's not hunting for an internet signal, it's not trying to send an email, it's not updating an app. It will be using its power to film. So it will mean that you'll get much more out of your battery while you're filming, which is fantastic. So make sure you turn on airplane mode before you do anything else. Tip number 2 is get your grid on. So in your settings again, you should be able to go into your camera section and turn on your grid. Now I find these so useful. I use them on all my cameras, my stills camera, my professional video cameras and on my phone because they're just such a great way of helping you work out how to frame something. So most of the time you don't want to plonk your subject right in the middle, although I am doing that now because when you're speaking to a camera you do need to do that. But for most of the shots that you're going to be taking, it's nice to just have the subject off to one side. So these lines on your screen will help you kind of compose that. So you might think, oh, that fence will look better just to the left or just to the right, or maybe I'll put the horizon line just on the top line rather than the bottom line. What you want to try to avoid is just having everything right in the middle of your frame. So these guidelines are a great way of just helping you visualize how you can put things together. Tip number 3 is clean your lens. So I don't know about you, but my phone gets thrown everywhere. It gets chucked in my bag, thrown in the car, put in my pocket, and all sorts of dust and dirt can gather around the lens. So before you start filming, it's really worthwhile just getting a little lens cloth and making sure it's clean because it can make your images very dull or dim if grease or oil on the screen or if there's dust around it, and that can especially get caught around the edges of a case if you've got a case on your screen. So make sure that you give your lens a good wipe and make sure that it's clean before you start pressing record. So those are just my 3 top tips for getting your mobile ready to film. They're just what I try to do every time before I start pressing record on anything. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be releasing videos every Tuesday, mainly about how to make better movies with your phone. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.